Jimmy Bryan, and this is what I'm drinking tonight. I'm having my last Märzen beer that I have in the house for Oktoberfest. I'm having Zero Gravity's Oktoberfest Märzen Lager. It is 5.4% alcohol by volume, and it is a Märzen Lager, and the label reads German malts and hops, along with a long lagering, give this beer impeccable drinkability. The superb malt flavor is balanced by just a hint of hop bitterness. Prost! Well, folks, I will be the judge of that. Zero Gravity is out of Vermont, specifically Burlington, Vermont. There's the state of Vermont right there. If you're unfamiliar with geography, like New Hampshire is like on the other side. It fits in like a puzzle, like on the other side of this, I believe. Um, and we don't get many beers out of Vermont here. What else does it say? It has this little leaf. I can't read what it says. It says Vermont grown, I guess that says. But I've seen Zero Gravity before. And this is the first time I've ever seen the Oktoberfest beer. So let's crack this one open. In California, you can get a rebate if you turn this can in. In Vermont, you get 5 cents. In Michigan and Oregon, you get 10. In Hawaii, Iowa, Massachusetts, was that New York, Maine, you get 5 cents. So it has an assortment of states where you could take this in and get a rebate. Maryland is not one of those states. Shame on you, Maryland. So it's a little lighter than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be a little bit darker. So here's what it looks like. Very, very light for a Märzen, if you ask me. Just a little bit of head that is practically gone right now. It has a hazy appearance. Like if you didn't know any better, you would think maybe I'm drinking an IPA. It has an IPA look. This is a Märzen dressed up as an IPA for Halloween. That's what it looks like so far. Let's give it a sniff. Interesting. It's not giving a real Märzen aroma either. It's interesting. It's not much of an aroma, but it's like a hint of, like, dare I say, something really bizarre, like liquid soap. For some reason, I'm smelling like liquid soap. Not much on maltiness or bitterness, not anything. Not much of an aroma. So, as we start this review, I give the appearance like the thumbs down, and the aroma the thumbs down. Pour the last bit in here pretty aggressively. Maybe I get some head to foam. Maybe I'll get a little bit more aroma. Yeah, I'm not getting much aroma here. Oh well. Can't get blood from a stone, right? Let's give it a taste. Prost, my friends. It's kind of watery, so the mouth feels very light, lighter than what I expected, lighter than what I typically enjoy out of a beer, especially one that is not very low in alcohol content. Like it's not like 4.5 or 4.4, something like that. It is 5.4. So you expect it to be a little bit heavier, especially for a Märzen. So it is kind of light on the mouthfeel. It's not very flavorful either. It's kind of bland. A little bit of bitterness, dryness to it, a lot of dryness to it. Not much maltiness, not much sweetness to it, not much like that like corn, like that sweet corn type of taste that I particularly like, especially in like Marzens. So I was actually, when I took my first sip, I was like disappointed. I said we had done so great this season. Had a couple of Marzens that were produced in the U.S. and they were actually good, but this one kind of disappoints, unfortunately. That's unfortunate. We were on a winning streak, but this doesn't do it. Hey folks, it's me Brian again. I'm finishing this video because my iPhone 11, my archaic iPhone 11, shut off in the middle of the video. The battery ran out of power. So, uh, as I was saying, I did not really like this beer. I don't like the aroma. I don't like the appearance. It was too watery, and it did not have a lot of flavor. The It's such a dry finish. Also, as I've been drinking it, slowly now, while I'm waiting, while I waited a little bit for my iPhone to charge up, while while tethering it to a power source, um, I realized that it has a dry finish and it makes my mouth dry also. So the drinkability is a thumbs down too. Even though they say impeccable drinkability. Yeah, it's impeccable in terms of it didn't kill me, right? It didn't kill me and it didn't poison me. So in terms of drinkability, yes, it is impeccable. In terms of quality of its drinkability, I would say no. I gave this a 71 out of 100 because of the thumbs down to all the elements of a beer. Um, I would not recommend this beer. Zero Gravity, this is the first time I've ever had, I believe this is the first time I've ever had something from their lineup. They may have things that are better, but this Märzen they simply did not do a good job with. They have some work to do, especially when you claim that there's a superb malt flavor balanced by just a hint of hot bitterness. I don't get any malt flavor at all. No malt sweetness, no malt aroma, no malt anything. It's like a light beer. It's like a light beer that dressed up like an IPA for Halloween. And I simply don't expect that when I'm getting a Märzen during Oktoberfest. If I want a light beer, I get a light beer. When I want a Märzen, I want a Märzen. So there you have it, folks. Another review in the books, although it took a little while because of this snafu with my iPhone and its battery power. I'll make sure to make sure that my battery's at like 100 to record a 10-minute video, since it seems to have to be at that level without losing power. Apple does that. Come out with a phone every September. Now they're up to like 17 or whatever, and they have like different trim levels. And they make the one that you have that's not the newest. They make it sort of obsolete. They make it so the apps, the apps don't work. You gotta keep updating apps, or apps just aren't supported by the operating system on the phone. And the crucial things, they make your phone run out of power so much more quickly. And that is frustrating, and a lot of folks are not going to deal with that, especially like when you're out or something like that. You don't want your phone to go, run out of power, or you don't want to be tethered to like a portable charger all the time. Who wants that? You know, that's like if you're driving an electric car and it would run out of power really quickly, so you'd have to have like a portable charger around with you all the time, tethered to the car, like hanging out of the car's window or something like that, or dragging along the ground, something like that. You wouldn't want that. But iPhone wants that. Apple wants that for you and your iPhone. My iPhone 11 did well on power 2 years ago,
And just like that, now, boom, it's like the battery is like terrible, you know? Anyway, enough of that rant. Stay safe, stay sane, and I will see you on the next video. Did I say I gave it a 71 out of 100? My rant kind of took over. I give it a 71 out of 100. See you on the next video.